So the other day, I did a video going over early reactions for Netflix Cowboy Bebop, and they were rather brutal to the show. They called it basically a soulless parody and cheap-looking version of the original anime. I said that's kind of worse than I thought it would be. Now, to be fair, this is coming from critics, right? We're not really going to know how people feel about it till the audience score hits. But I do like to go over this because Netflix cherishes that fresh rating. If you remember He-Man, they gave that, it's fresh. Oh, no, excuse me, not He-Man, Masters of the Universe, because He-Man's dead in it. He dies almost instantly. And then we get the Tila show. That's why it's not called He-Man. So we have this Rotten Tomatoes score. They're obviously not going to be able to put fresh ratings on this poster, which is hilarious. And I went through some of these, and they're rather brutal, but 38%. Just yesterday, this was at 40-something%. And just a day, it's dropped. It's dropped down to 38%. That's crazy. I wonder, how low is this going to go? Is this going to go even lower than this? I thought that they would like this show because this show, kind of like Eternals, has a bunch of woke stuff that they're very proud of, particularly with Faye Valentine. Remember, the media was loving that. They cover the woman completely up, and they don't sexualize her, and they get rid of the male gaze has got to go. So right there, the show should have something going for it. This is another kind of woke backlash that you just don't expect from critics. But check this out. Got a lot of negative reviews here that are just really surprising. And like this right here, and I might have already read this one, a soulless remake of a landmark anime series, one that is constantly drawing attention to the original while changing enough to take away the impact of what it's trying to emulate. Here's another one. All of the gorgeous visual effects, colorful sets, and clever costuming and color choices just end up becoming fancy decoration over an otherwise hollow experience. Look at this review. I think this one's my favorite. 3 out of 10. Netflix's Cowboy Bebop often feels like a slap in the face. It doesn't get any worse than that. Look at this one from Slant Magazine. The series feels more cartoonish than the anime that spawned it. Now, I will read some positive ones. Let me go over this one right here from Empire Magazine. Oh, no, that's a rotten one, my bad. Instead of feeling like a fun remix, Cowboy Bebop is at best just an okay cover version, and for the most part, an out-of-tune rendition of the greatest hits. Now, there's some good ones in here. There are not many. Not many. I'll read you this one from the Rolling Stone, and then one from AV Club. Now, what's interesting about this Rolling Stone one is it's 3.5. That 0.5 is what saves this from being a rotten score. The new version feels like a project with anime roots and has, for the most part, figured out how to make its influences work with flesh and blood actors and practical sets. It's a lot of fun. And then from AV Club, if there's a cool thing from the anime, this Cowboy Bebop will fight like hell to make it sillier or stupid. Oh, man. So this is pretty bad. Now, to be fair, we don't have the audience score yet. That's what I'm eagerly kind of waiting for. I really want to know what audiences think of this. But unfortunately, old Netflix is not going to be able to put what they really want to put on here, and that's a fresh score on their poster. That's not going to happen. So, this just reinforces what, if it's as bad as they're saying, this just reinforces what we've been saying since the beginning, that there was no need to do this. There was no need to do this. But Netflix isn't done. They've got One Piece coming, and that's going to be just as bad. They've also got a Yu Yu Hakusho live action coming. That's going to be terrible. Nobody wants this shit. And I don't know when they're going to figure that out. You know, hopefully this is gigantic flop for them. I really hope it is. Because there's no reason for this to exist outside of money. No reason. If they really wanted it, they should, and they already did do this. They got the streaming rights. I don't know if they just licensed it from Funimation or what. Just do that. Get the show and stream it. The original show. And promote that. That would have been fine. You could have potentially probably shown that to a whole new generation because it's been a while since I think that really got a lot of mainstream coverage. That would have been the better way to go. Instead, they wanted to do this, and it was a terrible idea. And as you can see, nobody fucking likes it. So, another quick piece of news that I wanted to go over is Kathleen Kennedy had her contract renewed, surprising nobody. Talk about failing upwards. They extended it for 3 years. So Star Wars is dead. She got lucky with The Mandalorian. That's what saved her job. We all kind of knew that. But there's been a lot of reports that she was going to get fired, and that did not happen. She gets to keep her job. I don't know why. You hear a lot of rumors coming out of Lucasfilm that talks about she just kind of has a dictatorship there. And it kind of has been confirmed with like this, because this drops the same day. Rogue Squadron film delayed due to creative differences between director Patty Jenkins and Lucasfilm. Who do you think that is? Who is Lucasfilm? Lucasfilm is Kathleen Kennedy. Okay, she runs that place with an iron fist. It's pretty damn obvious. She changes directors all the time. This is another director that she's had to change tunes with because of creative differences. That's happened with Solo. It happened with, what's the other one? Solo. And it's escaping me, but she's had problems with directors. Rise of Skywalker, because they had, what was his name? Colin Trevorrow or whoever was originally making it. They got rid of him. She changes people. If they don't do what she likes, she gets rid of them. And that's never been more obvious. And the series isn't better off for it. But she's re-upped 3 more years. Indiana Jones, if the rumors are true on that one, and I do believe them, that they're going to kill him. They're going to kill young Indy and replace Indiana Jones with Phoebe Waller-Bridge. That's a disaster. Okay? That's a disaster. So, you know, another example of failing upward in Hollywood, because that's what this is, failing upward. I was going to do a whole video on this, but I'll just talk about it now because it's just, I don't think anybody even cares at this point. Star Wars is kind of dead. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.